today's my last
Here is
local
the latest National
RWT.
Weather Service forecast
Let's make
for
this one
Schuylkill
special.
County, including the city of Pottsville. Rest of today, mostly cloudy. Hazy and patchy smoke. Highs in the mid-70s. Northwest. Were a test of the specific area message encoding and tone alert systems. During dangerous weather events, NOAA weather radio receivers can be activated by these systems. A message with information about a watch or warning would follow. Tests of these systems are normally conducted by the National Weather Service between 11 a.m. and noon each Wednesday. If there is a threat of severe weather, the test may be postponed until the next good weather day. Repeating, this was a test of the specific area message encoding and tone alert systems. Here is the latest National Weather Service forecast for Gary, Cumberland,
This is a weekly test of the NOAA Weather Radio All Hazards Warning device for station KIH-28 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. During potentially dangerous weather situations, specially built receivers are automatically activated to warn of the impending hazard. Tests of the signal are normally conducted by the National Weather Service in Mount Holly, New Jersey every Wednesday between 11 a.m. and noon. If there is a threat of severe weather during the normal test time, the test will be postponed to the next good weather day. Reception of this broadcast, and especially the warning alarm tone, will vary at any given location. This variability, normally more noticeable at greater distances from the transmitter, can occur even though you are using a good quality receiver in perfect working order. The warning alarm tone will be activated for hazardous weather watches and warnings for the following counties and marine areas near the city of Philadelphia, in Pennsylvania: Berks, Bucks, Chester, Delaware, Montgomery, and Philadelphia. In New Jersey: Burlington, Camden, Cumberland, Gloucester, Hunterdon, Mercer, Monmouth, and Salem. In Delaware: Kent and Newcastle, including Upper Delaware Bay. And in Maryland: Cecil, including Chesapeake Bay north of Pools Island. This concludes the weekly test of NOAA Weather Radio All Hazards, station KIH-28 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Thank you for listening to NOAA Weather Radio All Hazards. Here is the official National Weather Service forecast. This is a test of the National Weather Service NOAA Weather Radio All Hazards Warning Alarm System in cooperation with the Emergency Alert System. Tests of this alarm system are conducted every Wednesday at 11 a.m. and at 7 p.m. If there is a severe weather threat, the tests are postponed until the next available good weather day. The alarm tone will activate for severe weather and other life-threatening emergency messages for the following 14 transmitters and associated broadcast areas: WXL 57 at Des Moines, WXL 94 at Bremer County, WXK 84 at Fort Dodge, KXI 98 at Marshalltown, KXI 62 at Montezuma, WXM 91 at Rathbun Lake, WNG 730 at Ottumwa, KZZ 51 at Carroll, KZZ 68 at Van Wert, KXI 65 at Lenox, WNG 666 at Iowa Falls, WNG 668 at Denison, WNG 688 at Ringsted, KJY 63 at Forest City. For a detailed listing of what counties are served by each transmitter, please visit the NOAA Weather Radio section of our website at www.weather.gov/Des Moines. Once again, please visit the NOAA Weather Radio section at our website, www.weather.gov/Des Moines. This concludes our test. We now return to regular programming. These are the 10 a.m. conditions for the Des Moines area.
Your attention, please. The following emergency bulletin may affect your area. Listen carefully.
This is the National Weather Service office in Lubbock, Texas. The preceding signal is a test of the NOAA Weather Radio All Hazards Warning Alarm System. During potentially dangerous weather situations, specially built receivers can be automatically activated by the signal to warn of the impending hazard. Tests of the signal and receiver's performance are normally conducted by the National Weather Service between 11 a.m. and noon each Wednesday. If there is a risk of severe weather, the test will be postponed to the next available good weather day. Reception of the broadcast, and especially the warning alarm tone, will vary at any given location. The warning alarm tone will be activated for hazardous watches and warnings affecting the following counties. In Texas, Bailey, Briscoe, Castro, Childress, Cochran, Collingsworth, Cottle, Crosby, Deaf Smith, Dickens, Donley, Ford, Lloyd, Garza, Hale, Hall, Hardeman, Hockley, Kent, King, Lamb, Lubbock, Lynn, Motley, Oldham, Farmer, Randall, Stonewall, Swisher, and Terry. In Oklahoma, Greer, Harmon, and Jackson, and in New Mexico, Curry. This concludes the weekly test of the NOAA Weather Radio All Hazards Warning Alarm System.
This emergency warning message has been broadcast for your safety. If your area is affected, take all necessary precautions and listen to any local radio, television, or cable outlet for further updates. Your attention, please. The following emergency bulletin may affect your area. Listen carefully.
The preceding was a test of the National Weather Service warning alarm tone. During potentially dangerous weather situations, specially equipped receivers are automatically activated to warn of the impending hazard. Tests of these receivers by this system are normally conducted by the National Weather Service every Wednesday between 11 a.m. and noon. When there is the threat of or existing severe weather in the area on Wednesday, the test is postponed until the next available good weather day. The warning alarm, transmitted over National Weather Service radio stations in north central and northeast Illinois, will be activated for watches and/or warnings affecting all counties in north central and northeast Illinois, as well as counties in far northwest Indiana. Reception of this broadcast and the alarm tone will vary at any given location. This variability, normally more noticeable at a distance from a given transmitter, will occur even though you are using a good quality receiver in perfect working order. This concludes the tone alarm test. We will now return to our regular program.
This emergency warning message has been broadcast for your safety. If your area is affected, take all necessary precautions and listen to any local radio, television, or cable outlet for further updates. Attention, please. The following emergency bulletin may affect your area. Listen carefully.
The preceding was a test of the National Weather Service Emergency Warning System from ARAB, WNG 642. This test is conducted at approximately 11:30 each Wednesday morning, weather permitting. If this had been an actual emergency weather situation, the warning alarm would have been followed by an actual watch or warning. Reception of this broadcast and the warning alarm will vary at any given location. This variability, normally more noticeable at greater distances from the transmitter, will occur even if you are using a quality receiver in perfect working order. To provide the most consistent warning service possible, the warning alarm will normally be activated for warnings in selected watches within a 40-mile radius of your transmitter. This area includes the following counties in the ARAB listening area: Coleman, DeKalb, Jackson, Madison, and Marshall. This concludes the weekly test of the warning alarm system. We now return to our normal weather broadcasting.
This emergency warning message has been broadcast for your safety. If your area is affected, take all necessary precautions and listen to any local radio, television, or cable outlet for further updates. The following emergency bulletin may affect your area. Listen carefully.
The National Weather Service Forecast Office in Bismarck, North Dakota. The preceding audio signals contain emergency alert system counted codes and the warning alarm tone to test the NOAA Weather Radio Public Warning System. Tests of these codes and the warning alarm tone are conducted every Wednesday between 11 a.m. and noon Central Time or between 10 a.m. Mountain Time. If there is a threat of severe weather, the test will be postponed to the next available non-severe weather day. The alarm tone causes weather radio receivers with the alarm tone feature to be turned on automatically. This alerts you that an emergency broadcast is about to be made. Weather radios with the alarm tone feature are available commercially. These counter code and alarm tones will normally be used for weather warnings and emergency messages for 38 counties in western and central North Dakota, Harding and Perkins counties in northwestern South Dakota, and Sheridan, Richland, and Roosevelt counties in northeastern Montana. Once again, this was a weekly test of the alarm tone and county code tones. This concludes the weekly test. We now return to regular programming.
This emergency warning message has been broadcast for your safety. If your area is affected, take all necessary precautions and listen to any local radio, television, or cable outlet for further updates.
And 74. In the Dells, haze was reported. And 76. At La Crosse, haze was reported. And it was 80. At Dubuque, haze was... This is a weekly test of the NOAA Weather Radio warning device. During potentially dangerous weather situations, specially built receivers are automatically activated to warn of the impending hazard. Tests of these receivers normally are conducted by the National Weather Service every Wednesday around noon. When there is a threat of or existing severe weather in the area on Wednesday, the test is postponed until the next good weather day. The warning alarm transmitted over this and other NOAA radio stations in southern Wisconsin will normally be activated for watches and warnings that affect the following Wisconsin counties: Richland, Vernon, Adams, Juneau, Marquette, Waushara, Winnebago, Calumet, Manitowoc, Sauk, Columbia, Green Lake, Fond du Lac, Sheboygan, Dodge, Washington, Ozaukee, Iowa, Dane, Jefferson, Waukesha, Milwaukee, Lafayette, Greene, Rock, Walworth, Racine, and Kenosha. And the following Illinois counties: Stevenson, Boone, Winnebago, McHenry, and Lake, and all adjacent coastal waters of Lake Michigan. The 11 a.m. weather.
The following emergency bulletin may affect your area. Listen carefully.
This is a test of the public warning alarm system. I repeat, this is only a test. When warnings are issued by the National Weather Service in Grand Junction, the warning alarm system will automatically activate weather radio equipped with this tone alert feature. Tests of these weather radio receivers and the warning alarm system are conducted by the National Weather Service in Grand Junction every Wednesday between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. An exception will be made if severe weather threatens or is forecast to occur in the broadcast area on the day of the test. When this happens, the test will be performed on the next available good weather day. The warning alarm tone will be activated for hazardous watches and warnings for the following counties in western Colorado: Mesa, Garfield, Delta, Montrose, Eagle, Pitkin, Gunnison, Ouray, San Juan, La Plata, Archuleta, Moffat, Route, Montezuma, Dolores, San Miguel, Grand, Jackson, and Summit. In eastern Utah, Uinta, Grand, San Juan, Duchesne, and Emery counties. In northwestern New Mexico, Rio Arriba, and San Juan counties. Once again, the National Weather Service has just conducted a test of the public warning alarm system. We now return to our normal broadcast cycle.
This emergency warning message has been broadcast for your safety. If your area is affected, take all necessary precautions and listen to any local radio, television, or cable outlet for further updates. Please, the following emergency bulletin may affect your area. Listen carefully.
This was a test of the NOAA weather radio warning device. Following the alarm tone, your receiver should have turned on automatically. The alarm tone just transmitted should have been heard on any operating receiver. The alarm tone will be used to alert you in times of threatening weather, and will be followed by a watch, warning, or emergency message. This test will be conducted each Wednesday between 11 a.m. and noon, except when hazardous weather threatens. The test will then be postponed until the first fair weather day. Once again, this has been a test of the NOAA weather radio warning device. We now return to normal programming.
This emergency warning message has been broadcast for your safety. If your area is affected, take all necessary precautions and listen to any local radio, television, or cable outlet for further updates.
Consider avoiding all physical outdoor activities. Everyone else should reduce prolonged or
The National Weather Service in Chanhassen, Minnesota has just activated the warning alarm on 13 weather radio stations across central and southern Minnesota and west central Wisconsin. During dangerous weather situations, these specially built radios are automatically activated to warn for the hazard. Tests of these radios are normally conducted by the National Weather Service in Chanhassen every Wednesday at 1 p.m. If severe weather threatens the area near the normal test time, the test will be postponed until the next good weather day. The warning alarm will be activated for selected watches, warnings, and statements affecting central and southern Minnesota and west central Wisconsin. This concludes the test of the warning system. We now return to normal programming.
what the Minnesota Pollution Control Agency has
Your attention, please. The following emergency bulletin may affect your area. Listen carefully.
A test of the emergency alert system for NOAA weather radio by the National Weather Service in Boise, Idaho. We now return to our regular programming.
This emergency warning message has been broadcast for your safety. If your area is affected, take all necessary precautions and listen to any local radio, television, or cable outlet for further updates. Your attention, please. The following emergency bulletin may affect your area. Listen carefully.
This is a test of the NOAA weather radio warning alarm and EAS signal. These signals are used to activate specially designed receivers when warnings or selected watches are issued for potentially dangerous weather situations. Tests of these receivers are normally conducted each Wednesday between the hours of 11 a.m. and 12 noon. If any warnings or watches are in effect, or threatening weather is possible, the test will be postponed until the first good weather day. Again, this has been a test of the NOAA weather radio warning alarm and EAS signal. We now return to the regular broadcast cycle.
This emergency warning message has been broadcast for your safety. If your area is affected, take all necessary precautions and listen to any local radio, television, or cable outlet for further updates. The following emergency bulletin may affect your area. Listen carefully.
NOAA weather radio warning device. During potentially dangerous weather situations, specially built receivers will automatically activate to warn of impending weather hazards. The weekly test of the NOAA weather radio warning alarm will normally be conducted by the National Weather Service on every Wednesday between 11 a.m. and noon. If severe weather is occurring or possible, the test will be postponed to the next good weather day. The warning alarm is activated for weather warnings and selected watches, hazards, and special non-weather events that affect the following counties: San Luis Obispo, Santa Barbara, Ventura, and Los Angeles counties and adjacent coastal waters.
May affect your area. Listen carefully.
Civil authorities have issued a required weekly test for right-eye men, beginning at 2:50 p.m. and ending at 10:50 p.m. Test. This is a test from the Wright County Sheriff's Office test.
This emergency warning message has been broadcast for your safety. If your area is affected, take all necessary precautions and listen to any local radio, television, or cable outlet for further updates.